name is Marisa Bludorn. Again, I am your host, and I'm so excited to have her here with us. She has been one of our cover girls on Own It magazine, and she's really been a major influence and contributor to our live contributions throughout the week. We have a broadcast network, and she is one of our subject matter experts on It's Your Life, Own It. Without further ado, I feel so relaxed already. Taking center stage and owning it with me is Dr. Stephanie E. Reed. Dr. Stephanie E. Reed, how are you doing, my sister?
I am doing fabulous.
I am so just the whole idea of what you're getting ready to do here in the Dominican Republic has me relaxed. Just the thought of what the women are going to experience when they get here just has me in a totally relaxed space. And I'm so excited. Share with them, a little bit about you, a little bit about what they can expect to experience. And also, too, I meant to do this, but pivoting. See, we just pivoted backstage. We were talking, but we pivoted into that place of calm, that centering place. And we did that because mastering how to shift. And so talk to us about that pivot and what the women can expect to experience here with you in the Dominican Republic.
I'm so glad you kind of started with the pivot because my specialty as a doctor of naturopathic medicine and a wellness coach is helping women in the age bracket of 40 and up shift gears out of self-sabotage, self-sacrifice, limiting beliefs. Just when these symptoms start coming up, the hot flashes, the belly bloat, the weight gain, and everybody says, oh, that's menopause. What if what we call menopause is an accumulation of all of the blurred boundaries, lack of self-confidence, overwhelmed because you're taking over other people's stuff. And then you start to realize, I don't know who I am anymore, but I have this high-powered job, right? I'm a professional, I'm degreed, but internally my life isn't working. So now I have imposter syndrome. And so what that means is if you take a moment to reflect, reframe, so you can be renewed in this international retreat, you can reset and step in your power that you have, that you don't realize that is underlying and you're not using it. We're going to bring that out. And as we bring that out, we pivot out of that confused imposter syndrome woman to that powerhouse of a woman filled with leadership, living life on her own autonomy without guilt and without apology. So when you come to the retreat, what you get is a reset, right? You get a reset, and we all need resets, right? However, in our age bracket, 40 and over, sometimes we have a limiting belief that we don't feel valued unless we're doing a gazillion things for other people. But then when it's time to do something for you, you go, I gotta, I should, I must. And I'm saying, ladies, how much sense does that make? If everybody is doing them and you're doing them, who's doing you?
Amen. You got that right. You have got that right. That's so important. It's so funny because you talk about being a, powerhouse woman. I sit at my computer all day and all night. I love what I do. I love what I do.
And you do it with excellence.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I love what I do, but I'm getting older. I turned 57 this year. So in my mind, it's about circulation, right?
Yeah.
Got to have circulation in my body. I have to have movement. I have to stretch. I have to do these things. And, everything is due. Like, so, just got a car, just got this, that, and the other, just moved to a beautiful new place and things like that. But just like you said, I had to learn that the priority has to be me. And I have to do me. So you saw on my little stories this week, I went to the spa, I got in the jacuzzi, I did the sauna. You have to do these things. And I took my assistant with me. And the reason why I took my assistant with me is because I said, she has to experience this. We
Mm-hmm.
have to
Mm-hmm.
experience this. And she's like, Marisa, you did this for me. And I said, it's not a luxury, honey. This is a necessity.
Necessity.
It's a necessity. And I know she's probably sitting at home right now trying to grasp her mind around me saying that this is not a luxury. It's a necessity. The massaging gets in the muscle, it gets in your tendencies, it gets in all of those areas of your body to help recirculate, get everything back in line. And so what you're saying is so very important, and it's always been on my mind. Talk to us about the deep restoration that they're going to experience with you.
I'm glad that you started with the pivot with something that women can relate to, because we all say we need a massage, we need the stretch, we need the Pilates, we need the self-care. But the self-care that you just described is really just basic hygiene, right? We should be getting a massage often enough to release the tension in our muscles. But here's the other piece. We think that we do that on our own, and we probably do, but that's just the part that handles the body. When
Yep.
we come to the retreat, we're learning to integrate and be aligned spirit, mind, and body. So we give all of that. And the breakout sessions are designed to kind of, I give the example of, we've seen the movie The Wiz, and in The Wiz where the what are those characters called? And they unzip themselves. And when they unzip, they come out to be these beautiful
Well,
dancers, right?
right, right.
We as women, we're in that kind of zipped, locked cocoon thing. When you come to this retreat, we're going to unzip you so you can see what's been hiding underneath, whether it's limiting beliefs, whether it's triggers of past traumas, and whether it's regrets and disappointments. We're going to transmute those into opportunities of wisdom. So when you come back out of this retreat, you can see your life not as a series of baggages of bad experiences, but your purse full of wisdom that you can now take back and use. And what you're using is the understanding of, wait a minute, I can set boundaries. I can I can say no and mean it and not feel guilt internally. I can do things without resentment and obligation. I can stand in my power as this powerful, because I've lived so much of my life that I can learn to start pulling out the good stuff and leaving the bad. Right now, we rehearse the bad and we hide it, right? Well, 10 years ago and 5 years ago, I had a patient yesterday and we had a discussion, and her discussion is centered around the trauma of COVID. And I'm thinking, what was the hiatus of COVID? 21, 22. We're almost going into 26. So if we're harboring the energy of COVID, then you're harboring what happened to you when you was in college. You're
Yep.
harboring what happened into your, and all of that culminates into the energy that creates your physiological dysfunction. So the core of the retreat is to get you to identify your physical manifestations, and we trace them to the origins, and we transmute those origins into wisdom nuggets instead of baggage. So when you leave, you can go, oh, I feel so much better. Now I can stand 10 toes down and be the authentic leader in my positions. I can be, the demonstrative wife or mother. I can be the solid community leader because you have been aligned with your spirit, mind, and a body. You understand how to transmute the things that you've learned, and you start to have a pattern of what it looks like to live forward in empowerment. The buzzword is there, but how do we do it? So on this retreat, we're going to learn what that truly means, how to be empowered and walk in it. And let that be the clothes that you wear every day, regardless of whether you had your nails done, regardless of whether your makeup is flawless, or you can get your hair rebraided because it's fuzzy. That
Right.
doesn't matter because you are solid in your skin. And one of the patients said to me yesterday, Dr. Steph, I don't feel good in my own skin. How many
Ooh.
women feel that way?
Mm,
And we
mm.
cover it up. So we're going to have these discussions. It's going to be one-on-one, beachside chats,
Yes.
coffee
Oh my
chats, one-on-ones. You're going to get your massages and your spas and your excursions, but you're going to get a spiritual and a mental reset. That's the most important thing because that's what you can't get by yourself.
And what's beautiful is the backdrop. The backdrop is the Caribbean Sea. The backdrop
Yes.
is the sand that you can get grounded in. The backdrop is that you have plenty of nook areas to have your self introspection area where you don't feel crowded. I love this resort, Emotions. It's where we are in the Dominican Republic is not on the high level tourism side. It's on the mid to upper class area. And
Mm.
it's really focused on families and different things like that. So the atmosphere is not a get up and party atmosphere. It's more of a tranquila, as we say, a relaxing place to be. And it's small enough for you to get around and not feel like, oh God, it's a long way to the beach or a long way to the pools. There are pools throughout the resort, um, but there's so many nook areas that you can have your alone time that you
Mm-hmm.
can take what Dr. Reed is sharing in the group sessions and things like that and go off and have your quiet time. There's something about spending time with you
Mm. Yeah.
that really helps to resonate with transformation. If you constantly have people around you, you never have your own time.
Mm-hmm.
When you do the metamorphosis, it's not in front of everybody. It's by yourself. It's in that
Yeah.
set aside place, in that alone place, where you can really fall in love with yourself. And so
Mm.
as you do that, Dr. Reed, share the results and the outcome. So when they come, they're here, they're loving it. Because I'm telling you, I live here, so you
Yeah.
gonna love it. And if I'm living here and I've been here nearly, by the time y'all get here, I'll be 4 years here, a solid 4 years working on my fifth year, and I can't even believe that. But it's it's an amazing place for transformation. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and so also too, what's going to really feel good, and Dr. Reed, you really tapped on that, is what happens when you return is
Mm-hmm.
that this you harness this here, it goes with you. It doesn't stay here. It goes with you.
Mm-hmm.
And what are the results as we close out this? We're going to talk some more, but as we close out this segment of our conversation about your retreats, uh, what's the ripple effect of this? When you get in
Mm-hmm.
alignment, what's the ripple effect?
Yeah. The first ripple effect is the realization that when you come back, you don't feel like what you did when you go to other vacations. Most of us go on vacations and we need a vacation from the vacation, right? We got there, we came back, we're exhausted. Now we have to go back to work. Because when you go on a other kind of vacation, you're trying to figure out how to dismantle the stress that you just left. And you go to this vacation and you book all these things, you try to do all these things, and your focus is not on recalibration. The focus of this retreat is to recalibrate your whole self, your spiritual self, your mental self, and your physical self. So the first thing you're going to notice is when you get back, you're going to be relaxed. When you are relaxed, you are less likely to be triggered by things that used to trigger you before you left, because during the treat, you would have learned some techniques and how to acknowledge your triggers and how to work through them. And I give you a technique that works in less than 5 minutes, if that, and we'll practice it. The second thing you'll notice is that if you had any gas, any bloating, any indigestion, any digestion problems, they would have gone away. Why? Because digestion problems comes from stress. And if you're less stressed, then you're going to have less gastrointestinal problems just by the work that we're going to doing. And you're going to notice that, well, I have energy. Instead of being tired, I'm energized. You're energized because you've been given some tools. So basically, when you're with us, you're going to get a proverbial tool basket, and we're going to fill it up, and we're going to practice those things in so many fun different ways. So when you get back home, you know how to use your tool basket. You know how we go to places and they give us these trial sizes of stuff, right? You have trials, and you come back home and you go, well, what do I use this for? And what did I use it? Is this application number one? You know how you go buy new stuff, they say use this one, use this two, use this three. You have no idea what to use. When you leave, you will have a tool basket, and you will know absolutely how to use your tools. And then I don't leave you hanging. You get an opportunity to continue the work with me back in stateside, whether it's through a coaching program, whether it's through the Flourish Circle, where we collectively have all the women together, where we meet to refill or continue the filling of our new toolbox. So you can continue, because ladies, this is not a destination. It's not a destination from A to B. It's a journey. This becomes a lifestyle. And we try to tap into getting to this lifestyle. But if you don't have support or a system or a toolkit, the lifestyle doesn't stick. So this is your grounding point, so you can move forward consistently. That's what that is. And when you get back off.
That is awesome. Oh my God. Just exactly what you need. You definitely need, it takes a village. So once you come out of this, you're going to have continual support and community. And it's awesome that you offer that
Yes.
to them. And so I just want to say thank you so very much. This has been so enlightened. Each time we're together, I just learn so much more about what it is you do and how you execute it. And I love the toolkit that you have, that toolkit that will help, because just like you said, the minute we get back into our world, there's a bombardment, and you have to be prepared for that bombardment, because the system does not want you to change. It wants you to stay and remain the same. And you're going to have to be able to buck that system and to announce that, hello, all things are not the same. Things have changed. And I look at it as a journey of discovery and evolve. You're evolving, and you have to allow yourself to evolve. And continue to evolve, because every day we gain new knowledge, we gain new experiences, and we gain a new perspective on how we evaluate, assess, and address those experiences. And so I just love it. I'm so thankful that you're doing this for women, because as a professional who works with women, I see it. As a fellow behavioral expert, I get it. I get the need for it. And I'm just thankful, because I don't do what you do. and I'm glad I don't do what you do, because we don't need to be the jack of all trades. We need to allow someone else to speak into our lives, to have their own positions. And I think that that's where we cross over as well too. We try to do everything, and we don't need to do everything. We need to appreciate what others can do for us. And so you do that. And I'm just so grateful. Any closing thoughts for our audience, our guests?
Yeah, the closing thought would be, we don't know how much time. Like I started with, we have, but then the answer is really, we don't know. If you don't know how much time you have, wouldn't it behoove you to spend that time loving on you, giving you what you need, using your resources for you? Because a lot of times we are so willing to give our resources, and we're expecting that whatever we give is going to come back to that degree, and that never happens. And that's why you feel disappointed, why you feel rejected, why you feel disrespected. But the onus is on you to say, well, wait a minute. I have to put myself first before I can expect someone else to do it. I have to respect and love my time, talent, treasure, and energy before I expect someone else to do it. So now, ladies, I'm challenging you to consider you work every day. You pay your bills. You pay your car note. You pay. Are you paying yourself? And if you're not paying yourself, then what are you doing? Because you should be paying yourself attention to how you feel, why I feel this way, and really try to get to the root of your own issues, then work from the overflow to give out.
Yes.
Most of us don't have an overflow, and that's why we have all these symptoms. So let's get this energy back. Let's get it back.
Yes, yes, yes. And I'm so thankful for that. This has been amazing. Really love it. I'm excited. The retreat, you have multiple dates for your retreat. You have the first one coming up is March. We do have meetings that we will be having. So if you're interested in participating, we have meetings for you to get more knowledge, more information about it. If you're interested, you can email me or just drop your message in the comments here, and we will follow up with you and get connected to you. You can reach out to Dr. Reed. We're going to drop we're going to actually drop the link for you to register. If you're interested in registering, we're going to drop a link here for you to register. Also, too, if you're receiving this by email, because this will be emailed out to our subscribers and things like that, just respond. I'm interested. And so we will put you on the special list that we have. It is limited space, so you want to make sure you get in right away and secure your spot. And let's get this thing going. You can reach me. I'm on social media, Marisa Bludorn. I own it Magazine and Publishing. You can reach out. You see Dr. Stephanie. Listen, you Google us. We're here. You Google us. Get in touch, because you really want to. The other thing is we want to know that you want this. We want you to want it for yourself, because we can offer it. And we could talk about it all day, but I know I've been at this for a long time and working with individuals, coaching, developing, and things like that. The biggest thing we can't do is want it for you. You have to want it yourself, and you have to be willing to do and put yourself first. So reach out to us. We'll know that you really are interested and you really want to do it. Reach out to us. Although I will have the link in the comments below, so that you'll have the link to go and register, find out more, take your time. There's a whole brochure. There's a whole site for it. You can go to Dr. Reed's website as well. Dr. Reed, what's your website? I did have it up. I don't want to flip because I don't want the technology to do anything funky. Your Healing Place, right? Is it your Healing?
No.
Okay.
Your Healing Place is the name of my practice. My website is just Dr. Stephanie YHP. And YHP is for Your Healing Place. So it's Dr. Stephanie YHP.com. If you get to the website, click on the events tab, you'll see everything you need to know about the retreat.
Yeah, so awesome. And we'll drop Dr. Reed's website link in here as well, too. And we just want to say thank you so very much for taking time out and hearing us out. And we hope that our words inspired you to come out and be a part of this retreat, because you are going to do what, Dr. Reed?
Reflect, reframe, renew, so you can reset and pivot to be back on the mainland, more powerful, more balanced, more clear, and aligned with your spirit, mind, and body. That's who you're going to be.
That is awesome. So thank you so very much, people. We love you. God bless you. And we'll see you soon. We'll see you here in the DR.
Yes.